You're going to leave this conference and you're going to have a list of things you have to do for the rest of the week. Some of you have to mow the lawn. You have to take care of the car and get an oil change. You have to pay the bills. You have to take care of a sick kid. You have to visit an aging parent. Or you have to have a really difficult conversation at work. That list of things that we have to do, that list is weighing us down, and it's causing us to not live in a world of gratitude. So I want to propose something else to you. You don't have to do any one of those things. You literally don't have to do a single one, but you get to. You get to make the choice every day to accept those tasks and responsibilities and be blessed in them. And to recognize that every single person in your life, whether they work in your company or they're a vendor or they're a client or a supplier, are all human beings that all have a story. There's things going on in their lives. There's things they're proud of. There's things they're struggling with. There's things that are devastating. There's things that are exhilarating. And when we can connect, just like you're so happy to be back together here in person for the first time, we can feel what it means to be human. And I can promise you that you don't exist to make money and your company doesn't exist to make money, just like my body doesn't exist to pump blood and breathe oxygen, but it has to. And there's nothing wrong with those things. But we exist to do something good and to make an impact and create something good. And we exist to do it with other people. And so whatever you've taken away from here, I hope is just motivation to every day wake up and say, how can I create the absolute best culture as the leader, as the person on the forefront, as the owner, as the entrepreneur, for the people in your life, and especially the people in your companies, the people that you get to influence every single day, and that you even influence by not bothering them with petty stuff when they get a chance to be with their family. Sounds really simple, but all of you have something in your head right now. I want to be a writer. Well, start writing. I hope you write a bunch of terrible stuff. I hope you give it to people. I want to be a blogger. Write a blog. I want to start a company. Well, start starting a company. Go meet with people who start companies. Action beats inaction every single day, and I want you to remember this one. Do something even if it's right. Even if it's right. Because most of it's not going to be right. Because there is no such thing as right. There's just doing things, and then there's results. And then you tweak, and you change, and you get better results or worse results. In a place where people are connected, and in a place where people are aligned, and in a place where they are challenged, you get people's most creative self. You get people who show up in a solution mindset, not a problem mindset. You start to move from a place of protectionist views, I'm great and you're not, which we see in most of our institutions in the world, to a place of partnership that we're great and they're not. What ends up happening is that people take appropriate risks. They stop watching the clock. They start filling in gaps even when they're not asked to. From a company standpoint, from an ownership standpoint, really great cultures lead to a better ROI. If my culture is great and people feel connected, they can handle their own people issues, right? Their own conflicts. I have less need for HR, less need for legal. I have less turnover. I have people coming up with better solutions. I have people taking better risks. And so I'm able to reduce bottom line expenses and increase top line growth. And I'm telling you, it's real. So even when somebody doesn't have the same view maybe that I do of wanting to pour into people for the sake and love of humanity, at least do it for the sake and love of your business and the impact your business is going to have, because I'm telling you, it's a much easier world to be in than struggling to keep people on board or to have to always look over your shoulder dealing with people issues.